Okay, we're on, this is part 3 video. This is the third video I'm making. I'm trying to make them kind of 15 minutes or less. Makes them easier to upload and easier to watch. You know, people have a short attention span, so you want to keep videos, you know, not much longer than 25 minutes. I was on my way to Starbucks. I have work to do today. I saw this and I turned around and I had to document this because I do First Amendment auditing now and activism, and documenting protests like this, showing and supporting people's right to protest. No matter what you think about these topics here today, you know, our president being a king rather than a president, and then ICE, of course, hands off our democracy right there. Whatever you think about it, Trump, maybe you love him and you don't like what they're doing out here, doesn't matter. They have a right to do this. This is their First Amendment right. If you lose, that's why it's the First Amendment. If you lose that, you're going to lose everything else. And before you know it, we're living in China. And that's what this country is heading to in terms of surveillance and information. And it's not a country I grew up in at all. And I've already myself am having issues with this type of surveillance and stuff being lied about and slandered just through the Orange County Sheriff and things like that because of cameras like that. And so that's kind of how I fell into it. And consequently, a lot of people out here, driving their cars here are, illegally and unlawfully tracking my vehicle. That's something I'm also talking about and documenting that on my channel and as a First Amendment activist. So, but I'm here primarily today to just document this protest that I found because it's a beautiful thing, and this is what better way to demonstrate your rights in America, like no other country. If we lose these, then we're going to become like all the rest. And why do you think so many people want to come here? It's because we can do this kind of stuff. We can speak our minds as human beings. And every human being wants to be free and live life and be happy. We're mammals. This is what we want, is freedom and happiness, and to worship who you want. And this is what, to a certain effect, what certain people are doing. I think the eagle left. I got him in another video. I wish he stayed. There's a blow-up eagle with a hat on. That was wonderful. So it's a group that comes out, and they come out quite often. I haven't seen them lately. On the weekends, I came here on Sundays and I saw folks protesting the same topics. But maybe Sundays and Mondays. I think they come to Irvine, is another local area. I think Culver and Barranca is where they come, so you can, look up their group, and if you want to protest this, you can do that down there. This old guy, I interviewed him first right there. It's going back to the other side now. So I'm in South Orange County is very, very proud about their citizenship in America. We'll just put it that way. Very, very patriotic individuals that live here, and there are versions of that, of course, but that doesn't matter. As long as you're, not harming other people and preventing other people from speaking their mind, there's no problems. This little Fiat here tracks my car. I thought there was another one of these somewhere on this corner, but oh yeah, it's right here. It's right on the other end right there. I'm going to go across again and talk about that one. So we've got one flock camera there. And a flock up here. So it'll be one direction, and then it gets you, in the other direction on Marguerite. So you can't use this road if you don't want to be photographed by that camera. It kind of makes you not be able to get to anything at all. If you are in favor of having the Fourth Amendment violated. So I'm going to cross again. I knew there was another one. I just forgot where it was. And we're going to talk about that flock camera right there. You need music on both sides. I think we've already got, these people are stationary. There's music. Oh, can we go? Are we going? Okay. I want to go over on this side one more time. So it's starting to thin out. I don't know when they showed up here. It's got to be like getting towards 1 o'clock now. Great music, Defy the Tyrant. So I've already talked to most of these people that are left here now. But I'm here, I crossed one more time because I want to talk about this camera that's up here. It's a nice, closer way to be so I can talk about it a bit more. So let's talk about this. This is a great view. I'm at 7 minutes, so I'm over here on the other side. I was talking about the flock camera on that side, which is right here. Right there. Yeah, these haven't even been up for a year yet. I mean, maybe not even 6 months. And they're popping up all over South Orange County. So this is a great view of one right here. So let's get up here close. And there's a ring camera just above it. Oops. Okay. There we go. That's what they look like. They run on that little square panel as a solar panel and a battery attached to the back there. There's, I think, a transmitter right there on that panel. And then we've got this camera down here. It's a little small, almost unnoticeable, undetectable camera that they're actually putting in at the nighttime. I've seen vans installing these things at night when traffic isn't flowing. I think that's kind of interesting. I haven't done enough work yet to know about who is paying for these and how and when and all that stuff, and I have to do some FOIA requests or public records to get that information. But these are home flock cameras, and they're not like those. These are advanced. They're attached to AI, and they're not just taking pictures of license plates, and they are, but it's able to digitize a picture into information, into letters and numbers, and also pictures. And so they document the license plate, stickers on your car, damage to the body, the driver when they can, if you're seen. And these are all over Orange County. And so when you drive about your day, these cameras are taking pictures of every single person. and they're mapping you out. There will be a file on you, and they're selling these cameras. The Flock camera is a brand. So it's a multi-billionaire that developed these cameras and is selling them as, of course, ways to eliminate crime, which we all know is just ridiculous. You can eliminate it, you can just control it. We already have things in place that can control crime. So we already got these for years, and those are dangerous enough, and those are advancing too, those ring camera systems. This is violating your Fourth Amendment, the way its whole philosophy and purpose. They're mapping everybody's movement, they're storing data in large data centers, and then it's accessible. It is accessible to anybody pretty much who wants it. Other law enforcement agencies across the country, even people from out of the country, data brokers, etc., etc. Whoever wants to purchase that data, they can do that on you. So they're following you to your doctors, to your churches. They're watching everybody in this protest right now. And I don't know if people here are even aware of that, what they're doing. All the cars driving here, every time you go past that, every single time, they're taking a picture of your license and it's getting tucked away in a file, and they're mapping out your movements. So it's very Orwellian, if you will, what's going on in our country now, not just with the politics that's going on, but with surveillance systems. They all go hand in hand. And this is one of the things that's on the back of my window. Anybody watching this video right now, you can look it up yourself. There's like a bunch of websites now, but particularly look up www.deflock.org, and that will tell you everything you need to know. You answer your questions. There is an app on Google Play that you can download, and it will show you where these things are. It is an open source, so you can add to them if you're concerned about this and documenting them in your neighborhood. And add them to that app or report it to EFF.org, ACLU.org, Epic.org. These are people that are watching what's going on with these cameras. There are a lot of cities across the country that are going to court and having these removed and shut down in their cities because they don't want their Fourth Amendment rights violated. That's exactly what this thing does. It's already being abused by law enforcement officers in a variety of ways. There is already news right now about an officer documenting his ex-wife misusing this and going in with a code and tracking her movements and where she's going. Already abusing that, and I believe that one officer has been fired and is being put in jail for that. So this can also, the person who developed this camera said that it's unhackable. That is a joke. There are people on YouTube already that have gotten a hold of these and reverse engineered them, and they are absolutely hackable. So people can hack into these things and get the same data that law enforcement is getting on you. Bad actors can also use this information and find you in an instant. These are very, very bad. So look them up if you're concerned about people, law enforcement, and bad actors tracking your movements. I'm talking about everywhere you go, everybody who visits you, passengers in your car, everything is being filed away on you. Look it up and go to your city council, go to law enforcement, go to your senators, and tell them you don't want these cameras in your state, in your county, and your city, and get them removed. Okay. 14 minutes. This is the third video. It looks like it's thinning out now. Great music. Got a dancer over here. She said the person that doesn't like First Amendment auditors, she asked me why was it I masked up, and I said, well, I don't do that. I'm not, I'm already, everybody knows who I am now. And I sort of, it's a variety of reasons they do that. So it looks like it's thinning out. So I'm gonna cross back over, and then I gotta go get some work done today. But what a great find today! What a beautiful display of the First Amendment. People showing their rights to do this, even with an upside down American flag over there. People honking in agreement. This is just a beautiful thing, and if we lose our right to do this, any of the pillars of the First Amendment, you might as well be living in China or Russia, for that matter. So get out there, protest, support the 5 pillars of the First Amendment. Your right to protest, freedom of press, right of assembly, right to protest. I said that, and freedom of religion. Those are the ones. That's why it's number 1, because it's the most important amendment. And learn it, and know it, and don't let anybody intimidate you, and your right to use all of those pillars of the First Amendment. I'm starting this now because my First Amendment rights are being burnt, trashed, driven over by law enforcement and fire department, emergency services, because I got on some kind of list, and none of it is lawful, legal at all, and yet it goes on. And just regular citizens of groups of like Neighborhood Watch, Business Watch, and it's all to do with, I still 5 years later try to figure out exactly what happened and why I'm being considered like some sort of criminal in my own town. So that led me to documenting photography, and then I got harassed for doing photography, and all my research led to somehow First Amendment auditors popped up on my homepage on YouTube. And, about a year later, here I am out doing it. Because a lot of the stuff I viewed on their content across the United States to do with law enforcement in particular, and how they deal with people when they pull them over, and how our public servant isn't even something that's in their minds, most of their minds anymore. Not all of them. I'm not against policing. It's not that. But it's more and more a majority, and like an old boys club and stuff, and they think they can just do anything. And that's just simply not the case. So there's a lot of reasons I'm out here today, and then I'm also trying to put up other content that doesn't have anything to do with my problem. And that's why I'm doing it. This guy with a purple backpack was taking my picture. I think he's one of the individuals that likes to track me. So yeah, it's thinning out, and again, what a great find. This is the second time I've been out here. I haven't even put up the first videos yet. I've just got so much content going on, and I'm only one person, and it's hard for me to lose all my data. It gets buried on top of other videos. So slowly it'll be getting put up there. I'll try to put some of this up today because I'm heading towards YouTube, towards one of my Starbucks that I go to work in. All right, this is great. Let's see, what are we at? We're at 19 minutes. That happened fast. So let's follow this guy with his upside down flag here. Just leave it in silence. See you later. It's wonderful.
What were you doing?
Well, I'm an independent First Amendment auditor activist.
I've been over there before.
Yeah. I told another lady who was concerned about me coming. And I said, I've already talked to you. I go, I'm not one of these groups or trying to, I'm actually for everything that you're saying.
Yeah.
But my reason for, I was going on my way.
Here, come closer this way. I get worried because people close on that.
I was on my way to somewhere else and I saw you all, and it's the second time I've been here.
Yeah.
I found you. And
What's
so,
your name again?
well, my name's Lori.
Lori?
Yeah.
Tracy.
And, Tracy.
I remember I spoke
Yeah.
to you before.
And then go if you want to see this.
Hi.
So I'm documenting all things to do with the First Amendment, all the pillars of that, and however I find it, and supporting your right to do this. That's my primary reason for being here.
Okay.
So it's easy to remember. It's just called Third Eye Media.
No, I figured you'd come on this side. So
Third Eye Media 112.
Hi, guys. Thank you.
Oh, this is great. I like getting all the signs. Everybody's so creative.
Hi, thank you.
So creative.
Thank you.
I want to see.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want to see.
Anyway, I haven't. Soon I'll have stuff to hand out to people, but just so if you put in the YouTube app Third Eye Media 112, it'll come up, and then look for the videos like in a couple of days and stuff. So if you remember that. Next time I promise I'll have something to hand out to people. Anyway, this is thanks for being out here and
when you come, just usually the orange.
Yeah, over here, yeah.
And sometimes me too, and I forget to tell them sometimes.
Yeah, but part of the thing is like I know people. I get how you may feel.
See you later. Thank you.
Bye. I get how you may feel, but the whole point of that, I told another person, is that me doing this is part of what falls under the First Amendment of your right to do that. So you can't stop people from doing it.
You're documenting too.
But I totally get it because I've been watching videos, auditors for over a couple of years now, and most auditors do this for good reasons,
Right.
but there's a lot of them that get in on it for bad reasons.
No, I know they.
And
Your name was Lori?
Yeah, Lori.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
and I'm being, I'm on the good side,
Yeah.
and my reason I had a lot of my First Amendment rights violated, and I won't get into and that's what kind of how I fell into it. I love your outfit. And so now I'm just doing that, but I'm getting other content out. Okay.
Okay. I just have to put this stuff away so I can have clean up. And I just wanted to, I saw you and I thought that was you.
I came here, it seems like I found you on a Sunday.
Sunday?
One time it was a group, I don't remember a weekday. I always thought it was on a weekend. Because this guy I met once said he said you go to Irvine too?
Oh, Irvine has, it's not always in Irvine.
Oh.
They've made it where it's a different place all the time.
Oh, okay.
So, but they do have sometimes in Irvine. There are different places that has weekly. Ladero Ranch has, Orange has.
He gave me a card.
All the different ones.
Well, like a website place to call where I can find out that. Most of the time, I like just finding spontaneous events because they seem to find me. I just was a couple of weeks ago. I was at the Dollar Tree in El Toro Road, and all these students were rushing in from the.
Oh.
And I didn't know what they were doing, and I realized, and so I stopped what I was doing, and that's up on video right now.
Yeah.
So
because all the different high schoolers have been walking.
Yeah, so I was happy.
Country, honestly.
I know I was happy to see them, and I just every time I see that, if I can, I stop and I document it.
Right. Well,
Anyway, nice to meet you. Bye. Okay. I don't know how long I've been out here, but here's special fours. Just saying. That's what's really sad is a lot of these folks, they absolutely know who I am. But, see this thing, that's just awful. This guy tracks my car right there. Stupid looking. Anyway,
Hi, I don't want to scare you. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, I'm Amy. I don't know if we've met before.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm Amy. It's a pleasure.
Lori,
nice. I love the deflock. Nice.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I have the wrong site on there. That's still a site, but that's actually leads you to the Google app because you can actually let me turn this off. Wait, let me turn it off.
Oh, sorry.